Hello guys, my name is Emerson and today we will learn about batch scripting. So why do we use batch scripting? We use batch scripting because it is a powerful tool so we can interact with the kernel and give commands to the kernel directly. So today we will learn about this. So let's open up your Linux operating system. So today I will also tell you about the commands and the other things in the batch scripting, how you can do your batch scripting and how you can make make programs on your own. So let's log into it. And here is our interface. So guys, let's open your console, and here our console is open. So first of all, I want to tell you about the echo command. So if I say echo and say next my name, I can see Emerson is written there because echo. What echo does is that echo see out the thing. It outputs the command that I've been written. So let's try again echo, and I want to output this sentence. As you can see, this sentence has been written. So this is it, and so let's create a file. So if I want to let's see where we are. So if I want to create a folder, I will write mk and I will say bash scripting. So in the bash scripting, I will create a folder. I will create a file named .sh. This .sh is used to describe the script file. As once you write your script in it, it can run and it will execute the code that you have written. These come they come in very handy. They come in very handy, so you can automate your progresses with it. So let's open this. You can open your I will be using Vim here. Script.sh. What Vim does, Vim is a powerful code writer. It is a text editor tool. So let's code in it. So first of all, I will write. So I will write. First of all, I have to include my bin bash. This is a bin bash. I will, yes. After mentioning my header, I will write echo my name, and it will write my name. So we will have to do wq will save the file. So let's run the script. As you can see, I have no permission to run. So to run the permission, I will write chmod. This means that I will further tell you about this. So first of all, let's change. U goes for the user, and plus means, so we will be concatenating our description. So x means that the file will be readable and the executable. So next up, I will .script.sh. Now we will try to run this and see if we have the permission to do or not. As you can as you can see, our name has been written in here. So let's open up the folder and see where is our script. So let me just open my file. So here I'm home, and here goes for the bash scripting, and here is our script. So if we open the script, we can see that our script is written in here. In here, I'm just mentioning where is my bash compiler there. So if you want to see where is your compiler, you can just see echo $sign. You can then see shell. Now if we will run this, you will see this is telling me about where my compiler lies, the location of my shell interpreter. So next up, I will be telling you about the different file descriptors and file types. So the file descriptors are in this format: rw r slash slash r slash slash. Now this this is the file type. So here will be, let me zoom in, here will be the file type. Here is the read and write permission. This portion is of the user. This is the user portion. Let me just, this is the file type, this is the user permission, this is the group permissions, and the last one are the other permissions that we have. If a file type have these permissions, that it means that you will be able to read or write from it. The other group will be able to read from it, and the other permission will let them from read from it. If you will write this, this will mean this the other people or the other permissions will allow them to read and write from this file. So next up, to change a file, we will we use chmod. So I'm sorry, chmod. Next up, we have a, u, g, and o commands. We can use any of them. The a goes for all, then u goes for the user, g goes for the group, and well, you guessed it right, o goes for the other. These are all the permissions that you can give access to them. Next up, you will compose your script as plus or minus sign. You can use any of this, and then you have the permission that you want to edit. Here is r goes for the read, w goes for the write, and x for the executable. So here you can see, when I want my file to be executable, chmod, and then I will write the user. As I am the single user of it, I will write user, then I will write plus sign. I want to plus this, and I want to make it executable, so I want to make this executable, and then I will write the file name. As you can see, this changes the file description, and the file permissions has been changed. If you want to see the file permissions, you can open the properties in here and see these are the permission in here. As you can see, this is the I have the read and write both access to it, and you can see this program will run as a file. So coming back to our bash scripting. So first of all, as we have I'm sorry, so here is, we will see out the echo command. So echo, I will write I like laptops. So let's see, will it run or not. I just saved, and as we can see, I like laptop. If I want to get a variable and then execute and then output it, I will just read this goes for the variable my name, and then echo my name. So let's see how it goes. So this is reading my name is Ahmed, and you can see our output has been none. So the problem is here that I will have to, if I do this, then you will see if I do this, and you can see my name has been written in here, because to mention this symbol comes into play, this symbol. So let's go for the other direction. If I want to see, let's create a program. There is another method that you can achieve to do this. So let's run it and see what will happen. So I will write ms. As you can see, the bread goes in here. This is giving me no output. Another way you can get it as, if we write it in here and see, I've prepared some scripts for you. So in here, as we go for the practice problem, let's open any of it. So as you can see, first of all, we initialize this, and then we will do this. So the problem we had with our script is that this read never does if I want to read anything. Let me just fix it a little bit. Let's read a variable. I will say new. So let's say what will happen. And then I will write new. So what will you expect? What will happen? If I will write kill the process, it will write kill the process, because if you will write this, then the interpreter will then the interpreter will take it as this is a new variable. So we don't have to do this. First of all, we will do this as I will call it as a variable. Then I want to output this variable. So this way won't work, because to tell the echo command that we have a variable in here, so we will include this. So let's run it and say my name is Ahmed Hassan. As you can see, this has been outputted in here. So next up, so till now we are done with the read and the echo command, and we also learned about the variable. So coming up next, we have, so next up we will learn about the condition, the different conditions and comparisons. So for the comparisons, we have in here. So this is our comparison. So if I write it that if 1 is equal to 0, I will write then, or this is a good method, so we will write then. If we will put a command a space in here, we will see if it works or not. So then I will tell this as echo if is working, if is working, else if. So I will give it 0 0, then echo 0 equal to 0 is working. So let me just write 1 is equal to 0 is working. Then I will write else echo nothing is working. So let's test what will work and what will not. So to terminate the if condition, I have to write phi in here. So this will tell that our if statement has been written. So let's see what is the error in here. So the major error in here is that I have put this command. So let's try to run it in here. So we have the syntax in error in here that we have else if and then remember to put bracket in here. We have to eliminate this and keep a distance between them two. So after this run this. So we have the same error in here. So else I'm sorry, I'm just used to writing in C++. So command non-found, which is and this, where else if this is equal to this, then up we have else. Let's try to run this and see what will happen. So remember, here we have this, and after this, let me just let's try to run this now. So we are having the same persistent error again. This means that this won't work until you achieve this. So remember not to put any distance between these elements, or it won't work, as you have seen. This and this. Let's try to run it now. As you can see, this is working. I've done all of this to show that the other thing won't work. For it to work, you will have to write your conditions close to the equal operator, or you can write this or this or this, as that will be appropriately required to do. As you can see, this is working. Why is this working? So let's run it again and see this is working. So according to the dreadful conditions, this won't work. So let's try it and see will it run or not. So this is working. As for the legal concern, this should work because this is not equal to it. So the major reason in here is that I will do this. Now this is working. The major issue was there that I will have to introduce a proper spacing in here. Without the spacing, your bash script won't work. So this is the legal and the final input for your if conditions. So another thing, if you want to get an output from the bash itself, so I will write the call. I will write, let's just write 1, or I will write first, then this first, and I will write if it has second is working. So let's write second in here, second, and write here it has 1, and with the dollar sign. This means that I will be taking my input variable from the bash itself. So I will have the 1, I will have the 0, but I won't have that 0. I won't have the 0 because the 0 is reserved for the shell itself. So let's try. I will write the first is vector. So let's try for the second. The second is vector. So this is how you can get your command, get your input from the bash and run it in the uh, and put in the bash scripts. So as far as we have learned about the bash script, so next up we have our loops. So before the loops, I want to discuss about the switch cases. So for the switch cases, the switch cases are very easy to implement in here. So I will write case. So this is a case one. So the alternate of to alternate this we have. So let's write in here. Let's call it 0. I will ignore this for a second. So consider we have a case in here that $1 $1. So this is our in. So the first condition will be my input. So if my input will be, let's keep it simple, first or 1, then I will increment echo. This is the, you can write this simple line, or you can put your double commas around it. This is the first. So you will have to then introduce double this in here, double semicolon. So next up we have the other condition where it can be, let's just introduce my proper spacing in here. This is the second, or if I write 2, then this is the second. Remember, the proper spacing is not necessary, but it is a good practice that you will practice with the proper spacing. It will help you to debug your error. So for the universal case, you will have to put ampersand star. You will have to put your a strike star in here, and then I will write echo not mentioned, and then I will write for case but the inverse of it, CAS, yeah, and we have the case in here. So let's try. Let's remove that stuff and let's see if it runs or not. So if I have the 1, I will see the first. If I have the second, I have the second. And if I will put thanks, then I will see the not mentioned. As you can see, this is working. So next up we have our arrays. I will be talking you about arrays. I will be telling about the arrays. So this symbol is used, this hash symbol is used for the comment. So talking about the arrays, we have, let's call my array ARR, and I will have the equal sign before it, and I will write 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the 4. So if I write echo $ARR, and then I will write echo $, where is my $? Yes, ARR. I will have to introduce this in here, ARR. I will output my 0. the number as the zeros index, and then I have dollar sign A double R. I will tell you this about the last. Consider this as an Easter egg. So, guess what will be implemented in here? So, to see the output we have, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I write at the rate symbol, you can see this happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in here you can see the first thing is that this outputs 1, this outputs 2, 3, 4. So let's put 1 in here and see what will happen. Guess what will happen? I'm sorry. You can see this has been implemented in here. So this was the method to access the whole array from it. So if you want to access different thing from it, we can use this. So we have the 2 in here. So I don't want that. So we have the array output and this and this and this in here. Yes. So let's try to put, as far as we have put 0, let's try to put 1 and check what will happen. As you can see, nothing in here. So this is the main issue in here, that is 1, 2, 3. So the main issue is that this is the array is treating as the interpreting is treating it as a whole string of array. So string of number. So if I just do this, then it is now treating the indexes as 1. This is the index 2, this is index 3 and index 4. As for if we count from the 0th index, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. So let's try to run it and see what will happen. As you can see, the 1 is implemented in here, 2, and we have the 4. If I want to implement, if I want to output my 2 in here, which is at the first index, then I will write this. As you can see, the 2 is accessed in here. And to output the whole array, we can use at the rate symbol to iterate over all of its, iterate over its all of the indexes, all of the elements. So next up we have the loops. So for the loop we have, so to implement the loop, this is a simple. I will write for every item. So let's just, yes, I will now let you to introduce for item in this array, and I will write this symbol in here. Do echo I will write $sign item. So what this is doing, for every item, for every item in the array, do echo this item. So let's see if it runs or not. So let's see. So we have a syntax error in here. So let's see what is our syntax error in here. I'm sorry. This, then our $sign, then array, then do. Most of the cases, I think Now we are done in here. So unexpected end of while. So the error in here that I have not mentioned where the program is done. So as it is done in here, uh, lost this. So let's try to run it and see our output. So this is, as you can see, this is outputting 1 2 3 4. Now this is happening that for the first loop, one comes into the item and we then echo the item. Then for the two, again goes into the item and then we output the item. For the three, we go into the item and then outputs the item. Then for the three, it gets stored into the item and then it gets output. So we can also use this in here. So for 1 2 3 4. So let's guess what will happen. So let's see what will happen. As you can see, 1 2 3 4. And if I will write 5 and 6 in here, we can see 5 and 6 will be outputted as this. You can use the array of it, or you can use you can write numbers in here. So these will be read one by one and then will be incremented. So here was our for loop. For the proper formatting of it, I recommend you to use this formatting. In then we have a double R. Then I will write this to each item. Then we have done. I recommend you to use this formatting. As you can see, this formatting works as such. Well, I think I have made a mistake in here. I do this. Let's see if it makes any changing or not. So here you can see the problem I'm encountering. I've done this because I want you to see the problem with the bash scripting. As you can see, the bash scripting is very old language, so it requires for the proper formatting for the execution of commands. Just it will work or not. So let's see this here. This is this line. So this line, this total line says that this is the end of line. This semicolon is responsible for telling that this is the end of a line. So this was for the for loop command. Another thing you can do is you can introduce this command for I should be smaller than 10 and I plus I. Let's see if it works or not. My name. Let's see, we will have a plenty of errors with this because as you can see, we have the syntax error in here. So first of all, we will do this. We will be eliminating the errors one by one. You can also use this simple in here. As you can see, for every I, you will have to change these verily, so this will work. As I don't recommend you to use this. So next up we have our while loop. So for the while loop, I will let you see. In here, so let's go to our product specifications, and thus we have the done. And here you can see I've made a small output for you. So as you can see here, for the loops we have this for in do each, for in do each. We have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we were implementing this. Next up, we will go to the whole file and see what will happen. And we will the problem we will encounter. We will go through the problem and we will try to run these also. So for the while loop condition, we will implement while loop. Then we will write our condition while the, as you can see, we have to maintain our while this is 1, so it won't terminate. So I will have to put my condition in here. So I will take as a simple. So let's try to do this. While, so let's declare a variable in here. So we have variable which has a value of 1. So until my variable is var, which is my variable, until it is smaller than 10, we will implement our this. We will echo my command. You can see this in here, and I will this variable will be, we can say this variable will be incremented as var plus 1. We can put our brackets at around here to ensure that we are doing the right thing. So let's try to run this. As we can see, we have the error in here. So what's the error we are encountering? I think I will have to remove this. So let's try to run it now. So we have the unexpected tokens. As you can see, the tokens we are allowed to do is do and done. So this is not a proper formatting for this. So I will do, and after that we will write done. So let's see if will it work or not. So the line is saying that no file search or directory. Done. We will write name in here. Also, let's try to run it, and you can see the error is on the line 14. We have the var variable in here, and the do and echo. I'm sorry. What if we want to run it invincible times? So it will run for the infinite many times. As you can see, the name is running for infinite many times. So for this scenario, when you have the infinite, to stop your output, you can just press Ctrl plus C, and the output will be stopped there. So this is a notation for the while loop condition. You can edit your while loop condition as per required. So next up we have our this. So next, go through the whole lecture and see what necessary program do I have. So I will. So for shell scripting, here we have the hello user, and we will see the today date and the, let's see, as you can see, for the second script we will clear the, and we will write hello user. We will write echo. Here are the simple program we will write echo hello user. here is the user, and I will say user is equal to, so let's see will it work or not. Let's see it's user 2. Also I want to clear. So the best thing with this, the best scripting is that you can use the command that you use in the uh, that you use in bash of the Kali. You can use this command for the bash scripts also. So if I try to run this, as you can see, this clear the thing, and after clearing everything, this output is as hello. So next up we have this. These are the file descriptors that I've talked to you about. So next up we have important points in here. As we have learned this. So this is for the, as you can see, if I want to do arithmetic with the my function, as you can see that we were trying to do with the while loop. The problem was that I want you to tell first about the arithmetics of bash scripting. So 7. So I want my new variable is equal to 8. So let's see if it will change or not. And then I will tell you what was the error, and it is a, remember, it is a deliberate error from my side to tell you what is going on. I'm sorry. Then the command not found, because we have to do this thing to perform arithmetic with it. As you can see, the new value is 8. So if I want to do plus 1, then you will see we have 8 plus 1 in here, because to do the arithmetics we will explicitly have to mention what is the arithmetic in here. So you can see 8 plus 1. For here we will see 7 plus 5. If we do this, so let's see what will happen. So we are getting the same output in here. So as you can see, this is the problem with the bash scripting. Let's try to run this, and we are having the same 8 plus 1. For this bracket, let's see what will happen. We are again getting the 8 plus 1. So here is the rule for defining that: don't put spaces on the either side of the equal sign, or this will define our variable as null. Here you can see, if you want to see that arithmetic in bash, or you can see bash scripting, you can see the simple output in here. This is the simple output. So the result will be, if you will put your space in here, and let's try to do this, as you can see the command outside of it is not found, because this is an illegal function for it to perform. So another thing, here this is the plus symbol, this is the minus symbol, you can use this as it. So here for the sum variable we have to define this. So we want it to act as a one value. So let's try to run and see what will happen. So this is giving me symbol for obvious reasons. I want to put 2 brackets in here. So let's see. I have the, let's do this. So let's see what is the error in here. So we can see the sum in here is that if I were to copy this in here, we can see the only error was that this was not concatenated with the new string. So if we will write this, it's giving me the same error. So to simply eliminate the error, we will just introduce another bracket. So this is giving me the 9. So to perform, I just introduce the errors to tell you that these were the wrong ways to. These are the many wrong mistakes that people make during the declaration and during the sum operations of the variable. So remember, guys, if I were to remove this, and if this is a variable of me, and I have to perform some arithmetic with it, then I will do this and this, and in this I will 3 3, and for the output I am expecting that the 9 will appear. So if you choose this, I will command this. As you can see, the 12 is in here. So we are just done with this. So let's see, we have the unit system, we have already discussed about the stuff, and we have the parametric variables. Parametric variables are those variables which you can pass through the bash and bash of the units. And then we have the conditional statements, and I told you about the conditional statements, and then about the use case statements, and then we have the our loop, for loop, and then the while. So guys, I've explained all of you. I explained everything for you this time. So here is our bash process. So this is for this lesson. Remember, guys, not to use any of the wrong scripts. Always the essential thing about the best scripting is that you will have to use proper formatting for this. The best way to learn is that you will have to increasingly use this and this again and again. So you will not make any mistakes. So this is for it lesson. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comment. And guys, thanks for watching.